am standing here with Mr. How to Fix Everything. You are the wall wizard, Mr. Brian Santos.
Yes.
This is your 14th book.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
you also do the 1, 2, 3 books for
Home Depot.
For Home
yeah.
Depot.
So bring you a lot of information today.
You are the home idea guy.
I try, I do. Well, you know, painting is one of those basic things that no one really teaches you how to do, but everybody expects you to know, you know? So a couple of things. First thing, Lisa, do you like the smell of paint?
I do, actually.
You're sick.
I know, right? I'm the one that like smells the markers, and because I like it because it smells new to me.
Ah, okay. Well, for those
but
who
the fumes
don't,
are not good.
yeah,
yes.
exactly. Here's a little tip: 4 drops of vanilla in a quart of paint will take the smell out of the paint. And
no
it doesn't have to be the real deal. It could be imitation. It doesn't even have to be vanilla. It could be peppermint, blueberry. It could be like Willy Wonka. I have different flavors on the wall. It doesn't matter. But the idea there is it emulsifies into a water-based medium, and actually then you smell that fragrance. They now have products that are based on that Glade has them that you can put into paint.
Just 4 drops.
4 drops per quart. That's
in
it.
a quart.
Yeah, that's it. Now, other things too is, for instance, I like to do what I call painting from the pantry. So I like to find things that are easy and fun to do. One of the things that I've learned to do is don't wash your walls down before you paint with soap and water. The best thing to use is wet ones. And that's because it's alcohol and it evaporates, and also you have a cloth. It gets all the grease, grime, fly boogers, spider snots. Yes, I have been in their homes. Yes, I have.
So you know that raising 4 boys, that was,
exactly.
the booger collection on the wall.
Yes, indeed. So it gets it right off of there, I'll tell you.
But then I'm telling you, it's boys.
Don't look at me. I didn't do this.
Boys. Moms of boys, you know what I'm talking about.
There you go, okay. But other things too, like for instance, if you have a little hole in your wall, don't use, a lot of people use toothpaste. That's sort
I've heard that.
Yeah, don't do that. One of the things that I love to find is products. This one's called Patch Stick, and what this is like deodorant for the walls. And so it squirts out.
And
actually,
you've got your scraper.
And it's got a scraper built in. Other things too, like for instance, caulking in a can. I call that Cheese Whiz for the wall. And what this is actually like a Cheese Whiz dispenser, and you push down on it, and it actually forces the caulking out, and it has microbands so it doesn't mold or mildew. Very simple.
Oh, nice.
Now, other things I told you, painting from the pantry. Pam, on your skin before you paint. It's non-stick. It doesn't hurt your skin. The paint won't stick. You can just wash your hands afterwards. And it just takes it right seriously. Yeah. Other things too. For instance, if you don't want to use masking tape, which a lot of us have problems with, you have to come down to the home show, and I'm going to teach you about how to use these things. But I use rubber cement on your hinges. Now think about this. This is clear masking film. You paint it on, it dries, and then when you paint, if you get any paint on the hardware, afterwards you just cut it off and peel off the rubber cement. Done. Yeah.
That is so smart.
Simple
I feel like
ideas.
if I would have been buying all the books, I would have known these things already, because I know you have them in your books.
Absolutely. Well, here's other things too. Chapstick. We use that on the inside of glass windows, and that way you're not having to use masking tape. And you come back with your wet ones, you just clean that right off, boom, done.
I love that.
Yeah, paint from the pantry. Now, a couple other things too. I like for cool tools. This is one of these tools that, unless someone showed you, this is a masking film. It has blue tape. And the other question a lot of people have is, how do you stop the paint from leaking underneath the masking tape? Well, the secret is take any plastic tool and you just run the edge. What this does is heat up the edge, which has a wax, and that stops the water-based paint from going underneath. So it stops and gets a nice crisp line. Yeah.
Where were you a few months ago when I painted my bedroom?
Okay, here's another one. Okay, this is actually a 10-year-old brush. Now, first thing I want you to notice, it's clean.
It's perfectly clean.
Yeah. Now, the other thing, too, I want you to notice, smells good.
Oh, it smells like laundry.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We'll get back to that in a minute.
Okay.
But now, how do you hold a brush? Well, what we do is take a little pipe insulation, and now you can actually hold the brush. But how do you paint? And here's a little tip. We're going to take a bucket, and we're going to put a piece of duct tape, and then put a magnet. It actually holds the brush, so now the brush won't fall into the paint. And if you have a place to set your brush now as you're working down the wall.
Yes.
So these are really simple ideas.
And it doesn't drip all over the can and the,
How about touch-up, okay? Here's a little touch-up. You have 4 boys, okay? Now, what I like to do is, my old way was to take old shoe polish bottles, clean them out really good, put a glass marble inside, fill it up with the paint, and then what we do is we store it upside down inside the closet. It has the color of the room. Now they have a more high-tech version of it, which this actually has a roller This is something that was developed, and you put the paint in it, and now you can touch it.
idea.
Yeah, and it actually stores up inside the closet, so when the kids, scribble on the wall or it's a little scuff.
And you can just get this at any home improvement place?
Yeah, this is
from
Shoreline, exactly, which is a Rubbermaid product. Most of these are Rubbermaid products.
That is so
Here's
smart.
one that actually helped develop. This is a paint pad that actually go into corners, around corners, and you can dip and you can paint cutting in around the room.
Oh my gosh.
But the thing is, let's get back to that brush.
Okay.
How do you clean a brush in 10 seconds or less? And the secret to that is fabric softener. Yeah.
Downy fabric
That's what
softener.
you were smelling in the brush, is that half a cup of fabric softener per gallon will actually take the paint right out of the bristle, and it keeps the brush nice and soft and clean. And that's just some of the little secrets that we'll be talking about at the home show.
I'm going to be at the home show then, because I also want to hear some of the trends that are coming up, especially for our wall covering.
Absolutely, and that's one of the big things we'll be talking about, all the new ideas that are coming out.
Different wallpapers, different textures.
Yep.
I'm so into that. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Okay, you can hit the Allen Home and Garden Show this weekend, starting today at 2 o'clock. For more details, just head over to allenhomeandgardenshow.com. Okay, you might think of the Standard Pour as a hip speakeasy, but do you know they have the very detailed dinner menu? We're going to explore their food when the broadcast returns.